Sideways for the markets and some source-based information flashing in on your screens. You have the government to sell majority stake to LIC. IDBI Bank is down about 0.7%. Government considering proposal of selling over 40% stake in IDBI Bank to LIC. And I think this is par for the course. This was pretty much something that was talk in the market circles, that the government would offload some of its stake on a timely basis given market conditions. And I think now it's happening. The total size, I'd reckon, is about valued, and this is again source based. I think about 11,000 odd crores. Yeah, approximately. That's what they are saying, that that's the kind of amount that would accrue to the government on the back of the stake sale. In fact, Ruchi Bhatia, my colleague, joins us as this is some information that she's getting in right now. Okay, but this is going to be an important one from every angle. IDBI Bank Board to draw financial projection, need for capital infusion, capital raising plans for next 5 years. LIC Board has approved initiative to take controlling stake and taking over of the bank. But Ruchi, you have more details on this. I'm just reading out the flashes that have been sent in. Now, what is it? Now, we know that there's an issue with IDBI Bank, but what is the government's overall plan with their holding in the business?
So what we are given to understand that the government seems to be taking, a step in order to privatize IDBI Bank. Remember, this has been a proposal that was put forth in the union budget, and after that, due to the high NPAs that we saw in the banking system, the government was not able to find a relevant buyer for IDBI Bank. Now, what we're given to understand is that the government has finally been able to get LIC on board. In fact, what we're given to understand is that LIC, the board of LIC is already considering a proposal to pick up around 40% stake, 40 to 43% stake in IDBI Bank. These talks are at a very advanced stage, is what we're given to understand. A 40 to 43% stake in IDBI Bank to LIC will be sold, with close to 10,000 to 10,500 crores. It is, of course, important to note that the government may just have to go and vet this decision through the cabinet, and that is going to be very important. Also, remember, IDBI has recently seen a slew of management changes, given the fact that its previous chairman got elevated to the post of the RBI Deputy Governor. So the IDBI Bank Board is also, in fact, in a way, looking up to come up and put forth a strategy once again. They're looking to draw up a revival plan, so to say, to ensure that how the bank will function post this takeover. But looks like these talks are at a very advanced stage. We are given to understand that the IDBI board as well, when they meet in the month of August, is likely to consider this proposal. And seems like the government finally has been able to convince one of its own, whether it is LIC, but at least they've been able to convince somebody to get they've been able to convince somebody to come on board to pick up stake with respect to IDBI Bank.
This is a big development. Ruchi, thanks much for that. The fact that the government is now considering selling a majority stake in IDBI Bank. And remember, it's about 40 to 43% that the government actually holds. And this is going to help the government manage about 10,000 to 11,000 odd crore rupees. IDBI Bank Board is going to draw financial projection. There is definitely that need for capital infusion that they need, and capital raising plan for the next 5 years. So Ruchi is picking up the LIC board apparently has approved the initiative to take controlling stake, taking over the bank, and they're likely to take up the issue of majority control in IDBI Bank after the government proposal. This is an important development, really, that we're looking at. Moving focus then, what is IDBI Bank currently up to in trade? And you're seeing an immediate reaction actually come into that. Let's just quickly bring up an intraday graph, because we started off trade on a rather somber note for IDBI Bank, and now it's beginning to perk up. So about a 2% uptick is what you saw. Now it's beginning to get a little bit volatile for IDBI Bank as we speak.